Welcome back to We Never Learned the Rules. In this episode 14? Yeah, 14 of our D&D campaign. The one that less people listen to.
Oh.
No, yeah, by far the top 7 episodes in our top 10 are all Call of Cthulhu.
We should just call it something else, like Fantasyland, and just like play the D&D system.
We are joined here today by me, Brendan O'Toole, who's playing the Dungeon Master, and Evan and Anna Johnson, who are playing not Ronnie McMurray and Trixie Carnahan, but I was going to say Anton LaVey, but that's not right. Anton Graycastle, also known as Sim, and Moe
Baptiste.
Anna, Anton, Sim, you want to give us a little recap of what happened at last episode?
Oh, sure.
Our great and powerful librarian.
Yeah. I am the historian. The last episode started actually right after the explosion. I was out unconscious only briefly, and I find Moe and I rouse him, and we go back to the underground room and end up in combat with Cattell and the man in the robes. We end up killing Cattell, and we manacle the man in the robe. We loot the room, and Sim grabs the reality container while Moe gets the tome and a bag of holding. And then when we ask the robe guy to read the tome for us, he sticks out his tongue and bites it off. So don't have any way to really read that. We escape, get back to Tano, and head back towards the inn. And when we get back there, the inn is full of injured that Koali is attending to. And she sends us with someone named Axali, who's going to take us somewhere safer into the caves. And we were just starting to enter the caves when the episode ended.
That is correct. And not so much take you somewhere safer, but guide you through the caves to where you think those mountains might be deeper below.
Okay. Well, I think her wording was, we can take you somewhere safer, whether or not they actually are.
The guy that we killed, what was his role? He was like in charge of that.
He was in charge of
that castle.
The Knights of the Mother. I was going to say constabulary, but that's not correct.
If you said that, I wouldn't know the difference.
The commandery.
Oh, right, yes. And the guy in the robes, we just left him there unconscious or something, or we knocked him out.
Yes, unconscious and missing his tongue.
Right.
And he's manacled.
Yes.
I need to go shopping for manacles.
Oh, I thought you were just going to be like, we need to go grocery shopping, like...
Okay, anyway, moving right along. Let's get started in this episode 14 of our D&D campaign, starting now. Sim, Moe, the two of you drop down into the caves, following after Axali, who Koali has offered as your guide through the caves to your destination. And she's a tall Goliath woman, younger, you suspect somewhere in her late teens to early 20s. She is bald, her head heavily tattooed, and she wears a tight-fitting leather armor outfit designed to make her stealthy and just compact so she doesn't make a lot of noise when she walks or anything like that. Not like form-fitting in like a sexy way, form-fitting in a practical... You know.
This is not video game armor.
No, yeah, we're not talking like the boob job. It's all flat and designed to deflect blows.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
chest and anything.
It can be both.
It can't though, because it turns out boob armor
creates a weak point, right?
Directly where you don't want it, which is right in the sternum. So if a sword, instead of glancing off, it'll go right down the middle into the center of your chest.
What I'm saying is you can wear practical armor and still look hot as hell.
Well, I mean, she looks hot as hell, but it's not like
I'm not saying that was her.
It's designed as like a 15-year-old boy's wet dream.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Tano drops down onto your shoulders, Moe, before hopping down to the ground. And the 4 of you now, are in a unlit cave lit only up from above through the hole. And you see Kawali looking down at you. Stay safe. Stay quiet. Good luck. And the hatch is closed, and you hear some muffled movement above you as they replace whatever was hiding the access point.
Cool. So it's like completely dark.
It is completely dark for a moment. And then as your eyes start to adjust, you do notice there's a faint bluish green glow to everything.
Like it's just radiating from everything? Or is it more like...
It's kind of on the walls, almost in twisted whorls and swirls that climb up the walls and kind of hang down from the ceiling. And examining it closer, you see that it's a type of moss that seems to just be almost bioluminescent.
Interesting. I want to go to this moss and take out a knife and try to cut some of it off.
Yeah, you're able to do it just fine.
And I just want to pocket it. I don't know, seems magical, might be useful.
Does it continue to glow after it's been cut off?
Yes. Axali looks at the 3 of you. If you're ready, we should get going. That's not her voice. I don't want that to be her voice. What should her voice be?
Yes.
I was picturing like a, like really like the way Adele speaks.
I have never heard
like a
Adele
really
speak.
unsophisticated English accent.
Oh, like shitty Jimmy.
Jimmy. Are you ready to go down this cave, shitheads?
I did not
you see,
picture that
you
at all.
are completely pushing the bounds of my accent ability.
No, I didn't picture that at all. I picture more like I don't know who to compare it to. Just a normal motherfucker who's like intense.
Wonder Woman. Do that one. Just
no.
kidding. Whatever. I don't know. Voices are crazy and I can't do them and I've given up and you should too. Just kidding.
God. Evan won't let anyone else be
That's a
successful.
t-shirt right there. I've given up and you should too. Evan Johnson.
This sounds so mean. Oh my God. Your voices are great. I just like, no need to fret over it. That's where I'm at.
All right. So Axali looks at the 3 of you and speaks in kind of a quiet tone. This way, we don't want to linger under the inn, just in case there's anybody unwanted who might be listening in.
Okay.
Let's hey team, let's get our masks on. And I'm in my full suit, but in case you weren't, you were probably already up in your get up, huh? Because we like bought masks and like cool costumes and stuff.
Yeah, from the
yeah.
tiefling back in Freyhost.
Yeah, no, I wasn't wearing my mask yet.
Okay, this is like real stuff. So I say let's
Time to suit up.
you Avengers assemble. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll pull on my mask.
Okay.
The practical hide my identity one, not the
Thank
sexy
you for
one.
clarifying. Yes,
Yeah.
not the ball gag one.
Not the ball gag
Yeah.
one. No, that's for later.
Tano pulls out her little mouse goggle mask and puts that on. And she's just got big ears and kind of the goggles and kind of like a... It's pretty cool looking.
Pretty dope.
Yeah.
For a second, Anna, I thought you were talking about like metaphorically versus literally, but no, you're talking about 2 literal costumes, but one is.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this is an interesting character discussion. No, it's about kinks. That's for you later to edit out. Just kidding. If you choose to keep me saying kinks. Anyways, onward and upward.
You've said kinks probably like 5 times now. If he's going to cut out all of them, we have nothing left of this episode.
Yeah, good point.
You've got your masks on, and Axali leads you deeper into the caves. It heads down in kind of a steady path, and after about 5 minutes of traveling or so, Axali kind of loosens up a little. Her shoulders were very tense before, and she was kind of alert. All right, we've reached an area of more safety here. We're deep enough underground, and we're not nearby anyone who could overhear us from above. So feel free to talk more now.
I fear that there may be people Are there other ways into these tunnels other than from where we came?
There are, but we keep them heavily guarded. It's how we keep the Northcoats from stopping us and our rebellion.
I'm just saying...
They don't know about these caves.
I'm not so worried about the Northcoats. I think, maybe some cult or something maybe trying to make their way down here. So I just say stay vigilant, folks, Can't be too careful.
I'm always vigilant, and she pats her side where she's got just her quiver of arrows and the long bow that she has kind of tied over her chest, ready to whip both out in a moment and, get an arrow between someone's eyes.
What do you know about the Knights of the Mother?
And just so you know, she's continuing to lead you as you're all talking. They came a few decades after the Northcoats did, at the request of the family. They largely stay apart, but they do have treaties, apparently, that require one or the other to help in times of need.
You mean
the Northcote
help each other?
Yes.
But they largely stay apart?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the friendliest of people on either side.
Right. So, meta question. We basically figured out that the Knights of the, what were they?
Mother,
the Knights of the Mother were the cult people, right? Like, because they were like interested in like the reality sphere.
Container. Well, yeah, and so just to clarify, last episode, and the one before that, when we were at that fortress, which we were asked to take care of as a distraction, when we were asked to go there, that was known, like we were told that was a Northcoats fortress that we were attacking. No,
it was
always the Knights of the Mother's fortress. Just attacking it and causing a big distraction would draw the Northcoats out by the requirement of their treaties to help
the Knights of the Mother. Got it. Okay. Sorry, I just need that clarification.
So yeah, one more history question. The first time we saw the emblem with the owl and the sword and everything, that was on a cult member's person, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
It was in the chambers under Freyhast, where you interrogated the cult members and for the first time, got money from a body. So,
okay.
I need a sticky on my computer just to remind me that says like loot bodies.
Throw on like use inspiration, bardic inspiration.
I know. Oh my gosh. Okay. Meta's over.
You travel for about another 15 minutes and are you completely silent during this time, or are you kind of chatting quietly with Axali or Tano or anything? Or
yeah, I assume that I got Tano on my shoulders.
Yeah, she jumped back up.
And I'm just carrying her. But I do want to chat with Axali and kind of like learn more about, Axali, where, can you tell me more about like what's been going on in this town? Like, I know the prince, right, was kidnapped. Like, why?
He was arrested.
Yeah.
What was he arrested for?
Does this like coincide with when the Northcoats showed up or anything?
No, the Northcoats arrived 100 years ago and threw down our Queen Tapali. Her son, the crown prince of our people, Tately, he has been struggling against the Northcoats his entire life. He has been unable to take his mother's throne, and the Northcoats have held it in absentia, saying we do not have the means or the knowledge to govern ourselves correctly. It has been a constant fight, and it came to a head when they started tearing down statues of our gods.
So he was just arrested for being unfit to serve in their eyes?
No, he was arrested when he attacked Northcoat soldiers who were tearing down one of the statues.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but
It makes no sense.
I would have done the same thing. No, I'm saying it makes sense why they arrested him. I'm not saying they make sense.
I understand. I'm thankful you clarified. That could have led to a bloody end for you three.
Ooh. Gulp.
And she looks completely unconcerned with the fact she just casually mentioned, killing the three of you here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I have no issue with that. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'll try to pick my words better next time.
Isn't that kind of your thing?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just usually memorize scripts.
Yeah.
I'm sort of having to think for myself for the first time in a long time.
And you're doing really well. Good job, bud.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you know about this mountain, since before, like, the North Coast showed up? Or, what's, like, the history of this?
And you'll remember that you actually already got that information.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yes.
I'm
So that information is the legend that Kuali related to you.
Right, okay.
Yes, about their creation myth and the sinking of the mountain beneath the sea.
Right.
And all of that. I can read it again if you want.
No, I think we're good. So Totalon was a god, right?
Goddess.
Okay, but human-sized?
I don't know.
Okay.
This is just a creation myth told by oral tradition.
Is there a name for this army, or is it?
Axali shakes her head. These are all just legends of my people. Who this army is, whether they existed, or whether any of this actually happened, who am I to say? I don't worship the gods, but I'm as angry as any of the others for the North. I'm as angry as my brothers and sisters for the Northcoats and their invasion. They have no right to tell us what we can and can't believe.
This is not meant to mean any offense. Sim is all like walking on eggshells now. But I like you seem kind of like really badass, and so do.
She puffs her chest out a little.
And so do all of your fellow, soldiers. We're
warriors, not soldiers.
Warriors. Sorry. I just like, again, I mean no offense, but how have you not been able to overthrow the Northcoats and take back your island? I mean, it is rightfully yours.
We've tried multiple times.
Are you just...
And maybe this time we'll be more successful, but there are more of them than us, and they've controlled this island for 100 years now. We do what little we can to tear our freedoms back from them tooth and nail, but the rules that they have put in place and the laws they have enacted tear a little more from us each year.
I understand. Sim puts his head down sort of in like reverence and also submission.
Do you suspect that the Northcoats are looking for these tunnels or anything?
If they knew that they existed, then I'm sure they would, but it is our most closely guarded secret.
Just for like tactical advantage, or because?
Yes.
Okay.
For tactics and safety, and if we ever need to, we can flee everyone down into these tunnels. And we know them well enough that if they ever tried to follow us down here, they would be killed.
Okay. Alrighty.
It's at that point Axali leads you into a larger cavern lit by torches and a large central fire in the center. And you see a few locals who are kind of milling around. This room is probably 100 by 200 feet, 30 feet or so tall. The smoke is obviously venting somewhere, but you can't quite tell where. Mm-hmm. And there are boxes and supplies stacked everywhere in this room, weapons and armor, both from the Northcoats and what looks to be more traditional styles of weaponry that the locals might have used before the Northcoats arrived. And go ahead and roll me kind of a insight.
right down the middle. That's a 10.
Hey, mine's a 10 too.
It takes 10, baby. Can we combine them? No, I'm just kidding.
No, neither of you quite know what this room is for. Axali looks at the three of you, kind of lingering, meeting each of your gazes.
There's people down here. What's up with that?
We're trusting you. Do not mention these caverns to anyone.
No, of course not. I mean, we're here to help however we can.
Sim just like shakes his head, like eyes big, and does the whole like zip your lip and throw away the key action, like hand action.
Axali looks at you all a moment longer, then nods, satisfied, and motions for you to follow her. You kind of she weaves her way through the room, leading you towards what you realize is another entrance on the other side. Mm-hmm. She doesn't explain what this room is. She just kind of gives nods of greeting to the few groups that she passes.
Do they like look healthy or what?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They are kind of mixtures of younger and older people, children, and kind of an older generation. Mm-hmm. And these are obviously both just the Goliaths, the Fire Ganassi, and a few other races that make up the locals of this island. And are you asking anything?
Yeah, I'm going to be... What are these people doing down here? Is there not, like, space for them up on the surface? Or, like, did they lose their homes? What exactly happened here?
Axali looks at you and roll persuasion.
I like always reach for that dice. Got a -1. Hey, 15.
She looks at you and her eyes soften a little. These are... The Northcotes do what they can to erase our history, and our elders often disappear. And it's through them a lot of our stories and traditions were passed down. We keep the most important of our people down here to ensure that nothing happens to them or our stories, and so the younger generation can grow up with some semblance of freedom.
Wow.
So it's sort of like they're just down here as protection. I mean, for themselves. Okay.
Cultural longevity.
It's also kind of, in the two towers, they've got the caves under Helm's Deep. Mm-hmm. Similar, but without the threat of orcly death.
Man, yeah, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Hopefully, I see why you want to keep these caverns so secret. I really appreciate you kind of letting us be down here. It's like I said, it's just like we've got a really big job to do.
And what is that job?
Well,
Sim.
Well, we've tried to share this information with other people here, and no one seems to really be taking it all that seriously. Or, I mean, I understand you have a lot on your plates already. I mean, the Northcotes are already here, right? Like they're the problem that's already infiltrated. But there's another really big problem headed this way, and it is not unrelated to the people who are already causing problems for you. There was a god type monster thing awakened back in Freyhost. It was living underground, and it was awakened by some of that cult, the Knights of the Mother. They awakened it with like blood sacrifice or something. We saw it. It was crazy, and when it woke up, it destroyed much of the city, and it just like got up and walked into the ocean. And we found this underground place where we could see that it was headed this way. And we don't know when it'll get here exactly, but I think it's here to awaken another one. So we're trying to find out what we can about how to stop it all. And I kind of fear for this island. I mean, the destruction this thing can cause, and if it awakens another one, I don't know.
Roll, I don't know if this would be persuasion or not.
It's like convincing, like to see if she believes me.
Which would be yeah, I guess roll persuasion.
Fuck yeah. That's going to be a 23.
She stops in her path, her almost single-minded trek to the other cavern entrance, and just looks at you with probably the most intense, searching gaze you have ever seen in your life.
Sim like averts eyes a little bit, like gets a little like...
She doesn't. She just keeps staring with the most stony-faced look that he has probably ever received. She turns to you, Moe, and she kind of keeps looking. And at Tano, there's danger to the island?
Huge danger. Honestly, even... I mean, I don't know how far we are from your... how far we are from the mountain you're leading us to, but like these people, if this monster does awake, they're underground, they're in like serious danger if this cult does wake it.
I feel like people on the surface and below are in trouble. I mean, we don't know anything for sure. That's part of why we're here, is to figure things out. But as best as we could tell, this was the next stop on this god's path. And it's really big.
If these people are like here to preserve you as a culture and a people, then it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they should be here. I hate to tell you to take them somewhere else, but is there somewhere like another island that's a little more remote or something that you could, I mean, you could go to Freyhaus, another one's not going to rise there if you can get to the teleportation circle. And I just, we're going to do our best, but what we're dealing with is kind of unprecedented.
How much time do we have?
I mean, we don't suspect much. It's hard to say because we don't know how fast this god moves. And, we've learned from other cult members that the god that's on its way here is going to be the one that wakes the other. Like I said, it's like the size of a mountain. How fast does a mountain move?
She looks at the two of you. Kawali told me to take you to the edge of where we've mapped these caverns out and let you make your own way to whatever might be below, be it mountains or disappointment or anything else. But if what you're saying is true, and she does look convinced, if what you're saying is true, I will come with you the rest of the way to help you with this quest. And she looks at you. Are you injured? You look hurt.
Yeah, I'm not feeling 100%.
She's modest. Yeah, she's pretty fucked up. Or they're pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they.
Are you your sim right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like Sim forever now, except when I'm like trying to... Oh yeah, I look like Sim. I'm not...
Okay.
I'll only be putting on a different guise when it behooves our plan. I mean, right now, I have 6 temporary hit points, 14 current, and my max is 21. So I'm at 20 out of 21. I just don't have any spell slots.
Axali stops, holds up her hand to the two of you, and walks over to a table where a older water ganassi is sitting, kind of flipping through a book. She whispers into his ear, and he listens, and they kind of argue quietly back and forth before he just hands over 2 bottles that she brings to the two of you and holds them out. Drink.
Okay. What is it?
I'm going to hesitate a little bit.
And she holds it up like, drink.
I'm going to take it and pop off the top and smell it.
Roll Arcana.
Hooray. Using the skill that is not very useful a lot of the time, but I have very high modifiers for it. 17.
Sim is just sort of looking nervously between you and her because he's definitely been put in his place by Axali, but is also maybe I should wait to see what my friend thinks.
Moe, you know that this is a healing potion.
It's a healing potion. You don't have to worry.
Oh, okay.
They're not gonna.
Hey,
what are you thinking?
Hey, thanks. And I'm just gonna gulp it down.
The healing potions are 2d4 plus 2.
So again, I'm almost at full health when you
So
take
those
into
temporary hit points will push you over your full amount.
Okay.
So heal up to whatever your max is, and then those temporary hit points are on top of that.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the exact rule, but sure.
Okay. So
Things are
sorry,
coming.
that was 2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
That was awesome. Those are both 4s.
Nice.
Plus 2.
10.
10.
You're fully healed.
I'm fully healed.
Were you hurt at all, Mo?
I was a little bit, but what the fuck? I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
24 out of 27 with 5 temp.
Nice.
So I'm over technically. Hey, I did it.
But yeah, because you can only go up to your max hit points, right? Even when it goes over.
Yes, but I'll let the temporary hit points stand as like taking you over that.
Okay, yeah, I don't have to get rid of my 6 temp.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay.
So if you get attacked, lose those 6 first.
Okay.
So no spell refueling ring or anything? I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah, that's my big thing. I
Unfortunately not.
guess I got a couple
sassy
I
bitch.
can use vicious mockery.
You,
That's
you
a
can use your
cantrip.
cantrips, obviously. And you
I'll have-
also have your actual weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, you kind of have to.
I mean, yeah, that's all I can really do. Because, I mean, I've got vicious mockery and minor illusion. So that's not going to help me. But
That's why my cantrips are always attack spells.
Yeah. It's good to have like a good base cantrip attack spell.
Eldritch Blast.
well, I can't have Eldritch Blast.
Whose
or
problem
Lord
is that for
knows
not
that I
taking the
would.
best class?
Warlock is, in my opinion, not the best class, but we can get into that later.
I have a long sword.
It's just like,
Yeah, you have options. Mo, Sim.
oh, I have a fuckload of options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a martial artificer. Like,
Yeah, definitely going to be looking to you to not let me or Tano die.
All right.
Yikes.
So Axali looks at you and nods, satisfied. You both look better. Come on.
thank you.
I guess I should have been playing her as Russian this whole time.
Yeah, you good.
And she leads you into the caves, and you walk for another 30 minutes, and you've been sloping downward this whole time. She'll take like a left whenever you come to a fork, sometimes a right, and the glow is kind of constant among the cavern walls from the fungus. And she stops after about an hour and looks at you two. This is the edge of where my people have mapped. Beyond this, I'm not sure what comes next.
This is it, Mr. Frodo. This is the farthest I've ever been from home.
You start walking, and I need you both to roll me. What's your passive perceptions?
Don't worry about it.
15.
10. Have no modifier to it.
Okay.
Base.
Sim, you know the air, you notice that the air gets a little funky tasting.
Funky
I've got
how?
a full face mask on, a metal mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not filtering things out. You don't have like an N95 on. It tastes kind of cloying, almost like you're eating the air.
Ew.
And I need you both to roll me Constitution saving throws.
What the fuck?
Gross.
This is good too, though. It's a good high modifier. Oh, fuck. 10.
Go ahead and roll me a d6.
5.
Okay,
1.
I assume I have to roll a d6.
roll a d6.
4.
All right, go ahead and roll for Axali and Tano, you two.
All right.
And that wasn't re-roll, Evan. That was just tell me what you rolled.
Oh, it was a 1.
Yeah, roll a d6 for her.
That was a nat 20 for Tano.
Okay, good to know.
Tano.
God bless.
There we go.
I haven't killed her yet.
5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Sim, as you're kind of smacking your lips, just kind of wondering what that taste is, you look over and your mother is looking right down at you.
Oh, fuck.
And she looks angry,
Down from where?
her normal height. And,
Not literally down, figuratively down.
no, literally.
What, like she's standing in front of me looking down, or like she's on the ceiling of the cave looking down at me?
No, like she's right in front of you, and she's like about the height you'd expect, standing a few feet above you. And if you look at yourself, you'll know your limbs are shorter than you would expect, and you just feel younger. And she stares at you. Just you wait until your father gets home. You're going to be in so much trouble.
Mom?
You know what you did.
Why are you here? Do I sound different?
You do. You sound younger.
Why are you here?
Mom, what? I'm sorry I stole the Beyblades from Toys R Us. I just wanted them so bad.
Oh my God.
No, but really. Mom, and I'm like sort of taken aback by my own voice. What the hell? Mom, why are you here? What do you mean?
And she grabs your upper arm. And go ahead and kind of describe, what does your mother look like?
Oh boy, well, it would be in her, in the form that she has taken on as an actress, sort of like how I took on Anton since a young age. So she looks, she looks severe. Okay. So she's like sort of got these like she looks like she should appear older, but she's clearly been like doing things to stay looking sort of young, but she doesn't really have to do anything, right? Because she could just make herself. So she's like, but that's what it looks like if you didn't know that she had that sort of power. And I don't know, I guess I'm sort of thinking like my first thought is like Lorelei's mom in Gilmore Girls. Which like, but a younger version of that. Like she's blonde. She always wears like very nice clothes and like jewels and whatever, just sort of like a famous actress. And she's got this air about her. Like she tries to appear really nice to people, but like every word she has, it's sort of like you can tell there's like venom hidden under it.
Who's your eldest brother?
My two brothers are Dorn and Helm, but their real names are Dox and Nyx.
Okay, who's the oldest brother?
Helm is the oldest.
You see Helm is on the ground before you, crying, holding his eye and looking up pitifully at your mother. And he hit me, Mom. I didn't do anything. He hit me.
Mom, I didn't hit him. Why would I do that? Like completely ignoring the fact that it's weird that my mom's here. I'm just offending
Not to
myself.
mention your brother.
Yeah.
And she just spins you around and marches you into your father's office and shoves you into one of the chairs. You're going to wait right here, young man, until your father gets home, and you're going to be in so much trouble.
What? But I didn't hit him. Wait, why is Dad's office here? What's going on? Why are you doing this?
And you don't really remember where you're supposed to be or what you were doing before. Just all of a sudden you're here. And Moe.
Oh, fuck.
You watch Anton just start breaking down in front of you. Sim breaking down in front of you. Just.
Do I look younger to him? Do I sound younger? Does he see what I see?
No. He just looks same age, same everything, got the mask on, and he just starts pleading with his mother. And the walls around you pulse with a deep light, and you just kind of, whoa. And you feel Tano touching your cheek. Moe, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Hey, Tano, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
And before she can answer, you hear a voice on your other side speak.
Okay.
Quiet and difficult to make out.
And I'm gonna like turn my head towards it. I'm like, Tano, did you hear that?
Hear what?
A voice.
No, I didn't hear anything. I didn't say anything. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
And you hear it again.
What the fuck? Where does it sound like it is? Can I like locate it?
It looks like it's right behind you.
And I like turn around and nothing's there.
The cave wall's there. The moss is just kind of glowing.
Do you see the moss glowing, Tano?
I mean, it's been glowing this whole time.
It's like more than usual, though.
Do you want to sit down, Moe? I think you should sit down. And as she's saying it, she starts to get drowned out as you hear just a cacophony of voices speaking almost as if through the wall. And roll me an intelligence check.
Hooray. Oh, that's not me. I was like, where'd my good intelligence go? Fuck, god damn it. 7.
7. You just kind of, it starts to hurt your brain a little, and you just kind of fall back on your ass, and Tano leaps off you before you can fall all the way over. And your vision just starts to blur a little. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Axali kind of just on her knees on the floor, sobbing. And what would you like to do?
I guess I'm going to go over to, I'm going to turn to Tano and say, go check on Sim, all right? I want to go check on Axali.
Okay. And you struggle to kind of think through the voices just speaking constantly around you. You would expect to be in the center of a city square, just surrounded by a throng of people, but there's nothing. And it almost feels like the moss is growing around you, staring down at you, just its entire attention just focused on you. And Tano darts off towards you, Sim, and roll me perception.
For Tano?
For Sim. And Mo, you stand up and you go to Axali, and you just hear her muttering under her breath, just, you're dead. You're dead. You're not here. You're dead.
I want to grab her by the shoulders and kind of shake her a little bit and be like, hey, snap out of it.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for Axali.
My perception is 22.
In the middle of your father's office, there's just this young mouse woman staring at you, and you don't quite recognize her. Sim, what's wrong? Are you okay?
And I'm like really taken aback by the fact that this stranger is calling me by my actual name instead of Anton. Because I would assume that everyone who is, because I've been Anton, based on the age that I think I am now and everything. So, what? Who are you? How do you know who I am? How do you know my name is Sim? Do you work for my dad? And
she comes forward and takes your hand in her paw. Come on, stand up.
No. I need to stay here.
No, come on.
No. If I did, you don't know what happens.
She
if I disobey. Ow, God. What the hell? No.
Oh, something's happening here. Come on, we need to get out of here.
I don't think you understand. If I leave after my mom has told me to stay here, you don't know what she'll do. I know. I just need to wait here, and I just need to.
Sim,
I just need to wait for my dad.
We're in a cave.
What are you talking about? We're in my dad's office. You're being really weird, and I don't know you.
Check?
22.
22. She slaps you again, and this time, as you turn your head, one wall of your dad's office is just a cave.
What the hell? This is really weird.
Yeah, come on, just trust me. You know me. It's me, Tano.
Does Tano ring a bell in my head at all?
Vaguely.
Are we on a movie together or something? What?
Yeah, sure. We're late. We're late to get to the set. Come on.
Okay.
Your dad sent me to get you. The producer's getting real mad.
Oh no.
I know. Come
God,
on.
Why is everybody so mad at me?
I know the way to go.
Oh, okay. But you have to tell my dad.
No, don't worry. I'll tell him everything.
You promise?
I promise.
Okay. And I'll follow her out. I'll let her lead me out by the hand.
Mo, Axali doesn't resist anything you do. So what are you doing? And what did she roll?
6.
6. She has no idea what's going on.
Okay. Fuck. What the fuck? I want to
roll perception.
Oh, okay, that's fine. 16.
You see along the ceiling, and over the past few hours, you've gotten very familiar with these caves and how they look. Growing among the moss, there are these little pods, kind of organic in nature. They look like little seed pods. Some of them are deflated. Some of them are still full.
Okay. Can I reach them?
Yeah, they're probably close enough down that you could reach them.
Okay. I'm going to stand up and to Axali just be like, just calm down, stay here. I'll be right back. And I want to go and grab a seed pod and open it up, I guess?
Roll Constitution.
I do not like the way Brendan just tilted his head. What the fuck?
Oh, okay, 23.
Okay, the pod, as you reach out and touch it, just explodes. Not in like a fireball, but just...
Yeah, like a misty explosion. Yeah.
And just all these spores spread out and coat you, and you just start coughing.
Does that grab Tano's attention?
Oh, yeah, she looks over. Mo, are you okay? What happened?
Did you see that? Do you see these spores as I like point up to the ceiling?
And she... No, I didn't
pods?
see...
Pods, Tano. Do you see him?
She does see them, yeah.
Okay. Okay, fuck. Shit. Okay, this is fucking weird. Okay, we need to get moving. All right.
Yeah, I've got Sim. Grab Axali and we can try to get out of here. Maybe it'll clear away if we can get some fresh air.
And I imagine I'm like looking at my hands and my limbs and like, yeah, very much like hallucination sort of actions, but like I'm trying to figure out, am I coming out of it at all, or am I just like...
You're still in it.
Okay, so I'm definitely like think that I'm like, I don't know, 13 years old or something.
How big are these pods?
Maybe about the size of your fist.
Okay, Tano, quick. Get some cloth and try to get that on people's faces so we're not breathing so many like fumes or something. Okay,
and Sim, what are you wearing?
Well, I'm wearing my mask thing, you know, for identity purposes, like I was told to. And then I mean I'm just wearing like my normal clothes.
Okay. What should I tear? I don't have I think we should maybe just get out of here and we can
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. Give me one quick second. And then I want to try to harvest a pod.
Okay.
And put it in the bag of holding.
How are you doing that?
I want to carefully, like, I assume there's like a stem and like grab it from that point. Get
Roll
a knife
nature.
and like cut it. That's 20, not natural.
Yeah, you are able to get it into a little container and seal it off and put it in the bag of holding easily enough.
Sweet. Perfect. Let me put that in my inventory. Okay, yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah. And Tano's dragging Sim behind her, and I assume you take Axali and lead her. You keep walking. The length of this cave, it is lined with these pods, and it takes you about 10 minutes until you see that they start to thin and disappear. And as you keep walking, you notice the air isn't as so cloyingly thick as it was before. It doesn't have the scent of sweetness hanging around or any other weirdness there. And over the next 10 minutes or so, Sim and Axali come back to awareness. And just one moment, you're in your mansion just panicking, and the next Sim, you are in a cave and you're not 13 and your mom isn't there.
Do I remember why I'm there? Is it like all of my memory
They slowly start coming back over the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay.
Hey, you okay, bud?
You seem really familiar, but I can't quite place you. And I turn to Tano. I don't think we're on a movie together. We're friends, aren't we?
Yeah. Are you okay, Sim?
That's really smart, Tano. And I wink at her. Or my armor winks like Spider-Man's armor. Like
she's wearing a mask, but what's your passive?
Perception?
Yeah.
10?
Her ears kind of blush a little. They redden.
He just
they become more vascular.
With a 10, he really wanted you to know that she blushed, right?
It's an average roll.
Yeah, I guess.
Exactly average.
Yeah. And I'm like looking at myself again like, oh.
Hey, we're almost out of it. You feeling better?
I mean, yeah, I'm feeling really good about the fact that my mom isn't here. So.
Oh shit. Oh.
Yeah, she was pissed. Helm lied again about me beating him up. You know what happens when that happens? You probably don't know. I don't want to talk about it, but.
What the hell? Okay.
Oh my God, I am so glad I'm not 13. This is great. Wow.
We're in a cave.
I know we're in a cave, but if you were where I just were, buddy, you would be happy about it.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. And I imagine that this sort of relief lasts for about 5, until I'm fully back. And then I'm like, oh shit, we're in this sketchy ass cave.
Yeah, this is this is worse.
And then I'm like nervous again. Yeah. But the relief of not being back there is good.
Hey, listen. And I like grab you. I'm like,
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
I can see that you're kind of like coming to, and maybe the weight of this is kind of settling in again. But like, don't forget, we have a really important job to do, despite the fact that both of us might be a little in over our heads. We got this, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah. you say all that before I've even said anything in response. Okay, cool.
Axali just kind of rubs her forehead.
Right. Hey, you okay? How you doing?
I'm fine. I don't want to talk about it.
So this...
You seem like a very strong person, and I applaud you for that. So...
She's just kind of staring at the ground. She looks more sullen than she did before.
So this is past where you guys have maps. So Axali, you probably have no idea what that was back there.
I don't even know what just happened.
Tano, you seem fine. So do you, Mo. What?
It's just like I felt really claustrophobic, and like I heard a bunch of voices, but they didn't really like...
You were hearing voices?
Yeah. It must have been the pod thing, these spores, but it was just like, just the same as you guys. It wasn't real, I'm sure. Maybe. Probably.
What you were all seeing things then? Are you sure you're all okay? And she like jumps up on your shoulder and like opens one of your eyes to try and see, like opens the eyelids further than normal, like trying to peer in, like, is your pupil response normal?
Yeah.
Not that she knows.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, it's just like it's wearing off. It's clear that it's wearing off.
And you hear another quiet whisper just kind of pulse down the hall.
Shh. Hey, wait, did you guys hear that?
Hear what? So Mo, if there's anything to hear, I'm the one who'd hear it, and she points at her 2 massive ears.
I heard another whisper. It could just be side effect. I don't know.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either.
And all I heard before was my mom yelling at me. Like she was pissed.
Okay, just let's keep going. Stay vigilant. Keep your ears open. Try to like walk quietly, maybe, so as to not like cause echo. Okay.
And I'm gonna like try to just sort of like walk a little softer.
I say in a giant metal suit. Yes. Clank, clank, clank.
Right.
Yeah, you have a disadvantage on stealth rolls, don't you?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, never mind. So do you guys continue onwards then?
Yes.
Okay. You continue onwards, and you note pretty quickly that the cave doesn't really branch off anymore. It just kind of continues lazily downwards, sometimes growing, sometimes shrinking, so you have to walk single file, sometimes edging past, going sideways. Tano obviously never has any problems being able to squeeze through tiny spaces the rest of you have issues with, but it never grows so small that you are forced to turn back. Mm-hmm. And before you know it, you hear rushing water ahead. You guys must hear that one, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And Tano's just, I hear that one, yeah. It sounds like a waterfall. Okay, cool.
I think we should proceed with caution.
Right. So everyone, let's, like I said before, like sneak up maybe, this is like, it sounds like we're approaching something that might be kind of important. Important shit is always at waterfalls.
Roll stealth.
Sim's just looking at you like, yeah, man, waterfalls. because you guys probably wouldn't know because no one has watched his shitty movies. But in Owlbear Attack, right? Tano has. In Owlbear Attack 3, there was a really big, like the climactic moment actually took place next to a waterfall. So that explanation makes perfect sense to Sim.
Okay, I rolled a 6 on stealth.
16.
All right, Sim's pretty stealthy. Tano and Axali are pretty stealthy. Moe just kind of clanks along like a clunk, clunk, clunk. Sorry.
Damn, sorry guys.
You walk for another few minutes and the sound of the waterfall gets louder and louder until the cave opens up to a small kind of beach that quickly falls off into a pitch black lake and a massive cavern, maybe 1,000 feet wide, that just falls into shadow in the distance. A waterfall falls from the ceiling directly above you, just crashing into the water below, disturbing it and sending out ripples. And out in the center of this cavern, you do see a small little island with a tree that glows and pulses in the darkness, pulsing with a golden light as light travels up the trunk and out to the branches in kind of waves of light.
Okay. What the hell is up there?
It's not so much up
like,
as across.
Okay. Well, like, yeah, up there.
So like you guys are over
up ahead
at the beach, and then the lake kind of spreads out, and in the center of the lake is a small little island with a tree.
Okay. I don't see like any signs of like people walking, like footprints on this beach or anything.
You do not.
Is it like a pretty tree or is it like creepy how it's lit up?
It is a stately tree.
Okay.
I don't want to say like it's beautiful. It's not beautiful, but it's like it's regal
sublime.
Tree. Yeah.
Is it like pulsing like the moss was when I was having my fit?
No.
Okay.
That was in your head.
Okay.
Is it the same kind of light, like the same color or anything?
It's a golden light that just
light. Okay.
pulses up and out to the leaves in a very methodical, like, wow. Like every 3 seconds, the light travels from the base to the tips of the branches.
Okay, and so I can't see where the waterfall is coming from. It's too far up there or anything?
It's coming from a hole in the ceiling.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything beyond it? Like, can we go past this, or is it like a dead end?
You don't know. It is just the tree in the center of the lake.
Okay. Axali, do you know anything about this?
There are no stories about anything like this among my people.
Okay,
I want to walk up to the edge of the water.
Okay.
And I want to take my dagger and just sort of dip it in the water a little bit just to sort of see.
Your dagger melts. I'm joking. No. You stick your dagger in and it's water.
Okay.
It's cold, but that's what you'd expect this deep.
Okay.
Is the rate of the pulsing changing, or is it consistent?
It's consistent.
Okay.
Every 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I think this water is safe, and I'm going to touch it with my hand.
It's cold, but it's water.
Okay. How far from the beach is the island?
Maybe 500 feet out.
All right, so I want to sort of scan around on this beach area and everything, and just like...
It's not a big beach. It's maybe 10 feet wide as the cave kind of opens up into it, and it falls pretty quickly into the water.
Okay. So there's nothing really, like, I don't see anything else.
No, it's just the cave walls that kind of fall into the water and then rise up into the cavern far above you.
Okay. And looking at the walls on this side of the cave, like it doesn't look like there's any way to climb up somewhere else.
I mean, you could climb up them, but there's nowhere really to go to.
Okay.
They pretty quickly rise up and then become 90-degree inclines.
Okay.
Rising up to form the ceiling of the cave.
Which is like how tall, would you say?
A few 100 feet tall.
Can we see the other side?
Yes, it's faint, but moss does cover the walls of this cave. It's still kind of
it's
got
lit up.
pale, bluish green light.
I think we should get over to that island and kind of look over there.
Yeah.
Axali, do you want to like stand here and just, I know it sounds paranoid, but just like keep a lookout from behind us?
I can do that. And she pulls her bow and knocks an arrow.
Okay.
How are we going to get over there? That's kind of like a far way to swim. And I'm like looking at your suit like, do you have like propellers?
That would have been great. No, I don't. Maybe if I had some time, but no, not now.
Well, I don't know.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I guess 500 feet isn't that far.
because what's a swimming pool?
Bigger. Smaller.
No, I know, but yeah. Okay. We can swim that. We're probably good. I'm going to doff my armor.
Okay.
Just so it's not weighing me down, and just put it in the bag of holding.
No problem.
Okay. Yeah. Tano, do you know how to swim?
Every mouse learns to swim young.
Okay. Cool. Sim is visibly like a little nervous about this.
Yeah. I'm like,
do you know how to swim, Sim?
you can
Do you know how to swim, Sim? Yeah, no, I can swim. I just like I didn't do a ton of swimming. Like we had a pool at home, but you know, unless I was practicing for some sort of like role that had swimming in it, I wasn't really allowed to just like play. So like I haven't swam a lot or much.
Would
practice.
You feel better if you stayed here with Axali?
I like look nervously at her, like still like, oh, I like fully trust her. I'm just like definitely put in my place by her. No. I can go. I just like, it's been a while, but I got this.
Okay.
And I like do like a shake, like pump up. I'm ready. Like, yeah.
If anything happens, I got you. All right. Don't worry about it. It's just water.
Right. Okay.
We're heroes, right? Remember
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
And heroes can most definitely swim.
Can you fucking swim?
Yes, I can swim.
Do you have to make a deception check on that?
No, I
Okay.
can swim.
Okay.
Like he's telling the truth. He just like has not swam in a long time, and 500 feet is kind of it's kind of far. I was definitely thinking, and when you said 500 feet, my first thought was 500 meters because that's usually what people say with swimming, and that would be
A
3
long
times
distance,
as
yeah.
long. So I was like, yeah. Anna was like initially like, oh, but yeah, no.
Because 500 feet is 1 2/3 football fields.
Yeah, see, that is a ways, but
Yep. Especially to swim.
Well, I got to get over there. I don't know.
question.
Answer.
All right, that's it. Let's go on. Just kidding. No, I was curious. These bedrolls, are they very buoyant?
No.
Or, okay, it's not like a
It is not like a little
air
inner tube
mattress
or something.
Okay. Yeah, because
I've got one more. I've got one more thing in my pocket, and it's, can I catapult a human? Is the question.
How much weight?
No,
can you
1 to
catapult?
5 pounds. Nope.
No, yeah, no, none of your companions weigh that little.
All right, no, I think we just got to swim.
Oh wait, no. Here we go. And then I pull out like a little like round little thing, and I'll it's like a little almost like silver coin without any markings. And I'll like flick it up in the air, and it and gets all flat. And since there's floating disc, we'll just float along.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh wow. And like there's
How long does
visible
it last?
relief on Sim's face.
1 hour. It can fit 3 feet in diameter, and it can hold up to 500 pounds. So
Sim, how much do you weigh?
Well, let's see. I'm like 6 foot or 6'3" or something. I weigh like 165, 170. Like I'm slim, I'm fit.
Mo, how much do you weigh?
probably a little less. I mean, probably about the same. Yeah, like
Without the
I'm
armor
stronger. Yeah, I'm stronger, but I am shorter than Sim. So like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's like-
farm built, but
Us two together probably weigh like. I mean, and then Tano's weighs so little, we're not going to exceed 500.
You do pretty easily. The two of you are 370. The two of you and Tano with her 45 pounds are at 375, and Axali weighs probably closer to 250.
she's gonna stay
She was
watch.
staying on the beach though,
Okay.
to keep watch.
Are you sure you want me to stay here? 500 feet. It's quite a distance if you get in trouble.
Well, it looks like you got a nice bow there. Yeah, I just can't, unless you're able to swim with us, like this disc won't carry all of us.
I can stay here if you want, but if there's any danger, I'm not sure I can help as much as I would like.
Do you feel comfortable swimming over there?
I mean, I can certainly try.
Do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Okay.
I live on an island. Of course I know how to swim.
I mean, at the very least...
It sounds like maybe you're the best at swimming.
At the very least, we could ride the floating disc out there, and then once it drops us off, we could send it to whatever point she's at, and she could hop on, so she'd only have to go like half the way. I mean, it's
30 feet.
It's gonna be in a. What do you mean 30 feet?
It can only be 30 feet away from me. The disc.
Well, you could ride it back out to her. That won't exceed 500 pounds, you and her together.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but we're wasting time if it's just an hour that I have it. This is my last one, you know.
Well, it's going to be in existence anyways during that time. Me and Tano can start looking at things while you go and get her.
Okay, sure, yeah.
How fast can the disc move?
Does it say? Or does it even move, and is it just a platform?
I mean, it's 500. If it can at least move as fast as somebody running, you can run a football field at plus 2/3 of a football field in like easily less than 5 minutes. That's not even running very fast.
Okay, so I can't physically move it, so it says...
Can it float? Like
it floats, yeah, but it says the disc is immobile when you are within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away from it, the disc follows you so that it remains with you 20 feet.
So if you
But it doesn't say anything about me, like, as a spell, consciously moving
So
it.
if we stood on it and you swam ahead of it,
Yeah.
it would follow you
Yeah.
with us on it.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. I guess I'm the one swimming. Oh, God. It's never good when a dungeon master laughs like that.
Right? It's maniacal. Like seriously, what is living in that water? Right? Like, that's what that laugh said to me.
Uh-huh. That's a very good point. Fuck. I forgot about water creatures.
Nessie's down there.
All right, you toss out the coin and you create the floating disc. And Axali looks at you. So, am I coming or not?
Can we stop can we go back just a little bit before I did that? I want to just don a glove of my armor, hold it on the water, and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay, you cast it, and it kind of travels out a few feet, but not very far.
Oh, it doesn't like go through the whole thing.
There is there's a lot of water here.
Okay, damn it.
We're talking hundreds of Olympic-sized swimming pools. Yours might be enough to electrify out a few feet, but it's not like it's powerful enough to...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, can I piss anything off first to see if anything's down there?
All these fish float up.
Yeah. Okay, that was unsuccessful. Never mind. Let's go. Okay. And I'll get my coin and flick it up, and it goes whoop, into like this holographic disc-like thing.
So am I coming with you or not?
Yeah, so get on. I'm swimming. Here we go.
All right. And she tentatively puts a foot out and steps on it and is a little surprised when it takes her weight. Then steps on it fully. All right. Yeah, okay.
I'm going to climb on with Tano.
Yep.
All right, folks. Here we go. Feeling good. Here we go. We're fine. Let's do this.
Okay. And you get in the water?
I get in. Yep.
Okay. You start swimming across, and I need perception checks from both of you.
Fucking goddamn it. Oh, man.
How far out are we?
You start swimming, and it's going pretty slow. I imagine you probably have a swim speed of 30 feet every 6 seconds.
And I say, and we don't start moving until he's 20 feet away from us.
That is correct.
Yeah. So at first I'm like, what the hell? Why aren't you bringing us with you? But then I feel it start to move.
And it starts moving, yeah.
Okay, I got a 4.
It's very cold and you're distracted. Things are shrinking.
Oh no, Tano, don't look at me.
Oh my God. 18.
As you pass the 60-foot mark, you see a bulge in the water go up and then back down.
Oh shit. Tano, did you see that?
See what?
There's something in the water.
I don't have great eyesight at the best of times. I mean, I can hear things. I didn't hear anything. And
maybe now would be a good time to inspire me.
That's a good point.
And you're still swimming along, and the disc is moving along.
I'm gonna shout to Moe. Moe.
As I pull up like one side, you know, like you do when you're swimming, I'm like, what?
And as you do that,
Oh, fuck. He's with his arms. He just makes a big mouth size shape.
without your armor, does a 15 hit?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So you just whoomp, and teeth just come up and bite right along your side as you turn to look.
Oh, fuck.
And a giant reef shark has
It's a
just
fucking shark.
there it is. It has just bit into your side.
Fuck. Okay, what's the damage? As blood starts spilling out into the water.
That's 10 points of damage.
Holy fuck, dude.
Okay. It's at that moment I call to Moe and I say, "It's all right, buddy. Buck up. You'll be okay." And I give him some inspiration of the bardic variety.
Okay.
And as we head into combat, that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Oh my god.
A shark attached to Moe's side as the three of you watch on, not knowing what else might be in the water. And thank you so much for listening to this episode of We Never Learned the Rules, in this our 14th episode of our D&D campaign. If you liked this episode, go ahead and maybe leave a review and a nice little rating there if you're on Apple Podcasts or any other podcast listening app. And we'll see you again next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.